Hello and welcome to the Caterham and a cup of tea. Now, it's not that hard to get good audio quality in a Caterham. Easy for me to say, sat here without it moving. Most people just seem to stick a GoPro on top of the rollover bar and hope that the GoPro's wind noise mode will sort it out. Of course, it doesn't. It takes a couple of modifications and a little bit of thought to get things better quality. Now, that's easy for me to say, sat here, not going anywhere. There's a reason for that. After 1,300 miles of driving around Scotland, I got to within 2 miles of home and thought I'd run out of petrol when the car broke down. It's actually turned out that the petrol was fine and the immobiliser is not. So the car is currently very dead. I'm waiting to get it fixed. Anyway, let's take a look at a few simple things that we can do to get far better audio in one of these magic little cars.
So the first thing you're going to need is an external microphone. I use a small lapel or lavalier mic from Rode called the SmartLav. One of the things you'll notice is that these often come with a connector design for mobile phones. You can see the 3 rings on this connector just above called tip ring ring sleeve. To fit into a GoPro, you're going to need a tip ring sleeve, so you have to buy this extra little adapter for it. As well as that, I also use a dead cat, this furry little thing that sits on top of the mic to quieten some extra wind noise. Where I situate it in the car, I don't think I actually need it. Now, you can't put a microphone straight into a GoPro. You've not been able to do that since about a Hero 2. I think they were the last one to have a mic input. So you're going to need this little external modification called a media mod, which of course GoPro charge a small fortune for. C'est la vie. Once you've got the media mod, you can then plug the microphone into it. So I run the SmartLav in the passenger footwell. I just sit it under the edge of the dashboard here and run the cable along the side of the door, neatly taped down so that it doesn't get knocked when people get in and out. I have the GoPro with the media mod mounted up on the rollover bar, usual sort of place, and I run the mic into the media mod and run permanent power in there. Using a large 256 gig card, you can actually record for something silly like about 8 hours. So I tend to just put it on and leave it recording. Anyway, the GoPro takes care of levels, so the sound usually tends to turn out pretty decently. The media mod I think is quite expensive at about £50, but I think the SmartLav these days is probably a similar sort of price. I'll put a link below in the description to the lav. Okay, hope you managed to get really good sound in your Caterham from now on.